Hi, I'm Hank Charneskey. Welcome to Audio Feedback. We're going to share some interesting stories with you about how people use sound in their everyday lives and in their jobs. Stay tuned. Hi, this is Hank Charneskey for Audio Feedback, and today we're speaking with Reverend Dr. Dennis Reid, who's the pastor of Trinity Presbyterian Church here in Clearwater, Florida. And they have a unique live sound situation and installation that we have been helping them with a little bit. And Pastor Reid, would you tell us a little bit about your church and how you utilize live sound?
Well, Trinity is a unique church. As you know, it has a very high cathedral ceiling, which makes sound. It's complicated, to say the least. And it's a hard ceiling. Yes, it's a very hard ceiling, so you get a lot of bouncing and a lot of echoing. I've only been the pastor there for 2 years, but I have been told that it has been very complicated to get the sound correct. And they've spent thousands of dollars on new sound system, new speaker system. And there's some sound treatment in the back of the church. Yeah. I know they've also softened the back end. They have done that as well. But nothing seems to have solved the problem. And so upon arriving, I was getting a lot of complaints about sound, and especially our elderly congregation having a little trouble hearing with sound bouncing around a little bit. And we made the choice to bring in Von Henry. And since then, I don't think I've heard a sound complaint yet. Tell the folks how big the church is, how many, what's the average congregational attendance? We're worshiping about 225 right now. And so what we've done is answered the question from actually a Baptist preacher, Reggie McNeil. He said, if your church ceased to exist today, would your community notice? And we sort of took that question and said, we want to make sure that they notice. And so we've been really focusing on a question, not how can we spread our faith, but how can we serve our community? How can we make Clearwater a better place? I think you're getting a little more into social issues and modern concerns. Yeah, we're that goes everything from music to how we're doing music, and we're a good blend or mixture of the old favorites that we all love and we all grew up with. But how is God speaking musically in today's time? It goes to topics I choose to preach upon. Right now we're in the mix, as you know, again, a sermon series that I think I might have been crazy to plan, but it's called Confronting the Controversies, and it's really looking at all of the controversial issues from not a knee-jerk reaction, but just a well thought through how does our faith inform us on making these decisions on everything from abortion to homosexuality to prayer in school and separation of church and state and others. Well, if there's any indication that you're on the right track, you're getting requests for people to, members of the congregation want to share that message with their friends and family. So we have been recording the sermons and putting them on the website as an MP3. And now our next evolution, you guys are helping us move those into burning CDs and promoting those as well. The website's getting a lot of hits that you're burning that and even doing some editing work with that, and so our message is getting promoted a lot better thanks to your work. Well, thank you. And so over the past year, I've had as a featured song everything from an 80s hair band rock, White Lion, who did a song called When the Children Cry, and we use that as sort of the feature. We've done a lot of Broadway over this past year, everything from Wicked and Defying Gravity to You've Got to Be Carefully Taught from South Pacific and others. So sometimes you get a little Broadway, and sometimes you get just the old hymns and 4th of July hymns on the appropriate time, and we're just a good mixture. Yeah. And what I tell our folks is let's not label our worship. We're not traditional, we're not contemporary. We're worship Trinity style for the people that are here and the people we wish to reach. We've been bringing in a lot of extra drama. So last year we did during the Easter time about a 15-minute play called Beneath the Upper Room. That was one of the more complicated yes, it was, because we didn't have enough wireless mics, and we had to sort of get around that issue, and you helped us get some boundary mics and made sure everybody was heard, and that worked out really well. Here lately, Skycrest Elementary has been in doing musicals. Theater, Clearwater High School came in and used our performance area for their performances. So we're adding drama into our stuff. And then we just bought some new buildings. One of the major pieces of that new building and that new program is going to be adding theatrical lighting and theatrical sound and like a black box type of theater. And
cool.
you can bet we're going to be contacting Von Henry to help us walk through that.
We'll be glad to give you some consulting on that. Well, thank you very much, Reverend Reid. This is Hank Charneskey for Audio Feedback. We've been speaking with Reverend Dr. Dennis Reid of Presbyterian Church, Trinity Presbyterian here in Clearwater, Florida. So glad you could be with us today. We would like to hear your feedback, pun intended. If you'd like to send us an email, you can at info@vonhenry.com. See you next time.